Hello and welcome back to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back in the BMW M2 CS Racing, this time at Daytona Road for yet another track guide. Now, as this is for the Production Car Challenge and the Production Endurance Series, both of which are open setups, and if you want to race the exact setup being driven by Gianni in this track guide, you can go to our website sambosetups.com or our Patreon page. There are links to both in the description. There is also a link to Gianni's coaching website, lutzudriverperformance.com. If you don't know who he is, he's a real-life racing driver, full-time driver coach. He's the guy that got me from 1200 up to 5.5k. Check him out. So here we are, smashing it across the start-finish straight, looking for the end of these white lines. On the second to last one, on the brakes up to about 60%. Nice wide entry in, leaving it in third gear and picking up smoothly on the gas. Going over these curbs, but don't take too much of them in this car. Over to the left-hand side as we get to the end of those white lines. Again, on the brakes up to about 60%. Long trail off, and again picking it up in third gear using the power range that's available in the low rev range in this car. Now we're going to go flat through turn 5. A little bit slidey there. At the start of this road, on the brakes up to about 60%. And again, holding it long, leaving it in third gear. It's almost like driving the V. Exit nice and wide, over to the right-hand side. Now, at that little grassy patch on the right-hand side, on the brakes up to about 55%. Again, leaving it in third gear through the corner. Get nice and close up to the wall and then come back down. Right for the chicane, on the brakes at the 2 marker, and again holding it around 60, trail it off down to 4th, and now we start picking back up on the gas in 5th, in between the 2nd and 3rd apexes there. And now we're just flat out through the remainder, keeping it nice and tight to the yellow line. And over and across we go in a 1:57.1. Right, breakdown lap coming up next. Okay, so breakdown lap. So our first braking marker is going to be just as we get to the end of the second to last white line, just in front of us here. So as you see, we go through that and then we immediately get on the brakes. He holds it at initially around 55-60%. And he's doing what he calls the prototype line. So it's nice wide entry. And now we're going to trail it off and we start picking back up on the gas. Once you're pointing at that white and red banner all the way in the distance there on those ad hoardings. Get up to 100%. Now we're going to start braking again at the end of these white lines in the middle of the road. So as you see, they're going to disappear and then immediately gets on the brakes. And again, only holding it around 60%. You can brake harder in this car, but it doesn't like it. Right, we're going to start braking in the middle of this entrance road on the left-hand side, so as you see. And we get on the brakes again, only up to about 60%. Wipe that speed off, but a long trail off. And we start picking back up on the gas at the apex with our right-hand tyres over the rumble strip in third gear. But he doesn't reach 100% until he's, what, 3/4 of the way through that corner. Right, now we have these 2 little entrance roads on the right-hand side. We're going to start braking at the grassy patch in between the 2 of them. There you go. And again, holding it around 55-60%. Relatively short trail off this time. We start picking back up on the gas with our left-hand tyres on the rumble strip when you are pointing at the end of the tyre wall up ahead of us. And again, he doesn't reach 100% until he's quite a way out of that corner towards the exit. The 2 marker is going to be our braking marker for the chicane. So just as you can see, just before we get there on the brakes. And again, he only holds at around 55-60%. Starts turning in just before we get to the arrow. And he's almost trailed it off down to nothing at the first apex. Got to come down. Still trailing it off. And now, just as he clears the second apex, starts getting back on the gas. At the third apex, he's at 100%. And then he sort of manhandles it through the fourth one. And then it's just staying nice and close down to the yellow line. But just remember, as you go through the final part, not to come all the way down below the yellow line, because you do get an off track if you have more than half your car below it. We've got one final version coming up next with the driving line on without me talking. I hope you enjoy it and have a very happy new year.